Ribas for his second year in a row at the 12th Annual Toronto Beaches Film Fest. His film is Bagus Lagi, The Dream Never Ends, and it's been nominated for Best Surf Film, Best Cinematography, and Best Travel Film. Welcome, Alex.
Oh, so glad, and it's an honor to be back here with you guys. Last year we have an incredible time, and I'm really glad to show this second project that we've been working on.
Alex, something we didn't ask you on your visit last year. How did you actually get started surfing?
I born in Rio de Janeiro. My parents used to go to a club in front of the beach, and I started with properly a surfboard, but I was in touch with the ocean since I was a kid. And with 12 years old, I started surfing. All my life, I've been a surfer. And I think the best thing about being a surfer is, first of all, as our friend Brian said, we're in touch with the nature all the time. And I think there's a second point that makes us a little bit different because we travel a lot. And you're going to meet a really different culture, really different place with so many different things. So I think this makes us a little bit different from the others. So I love this. I love the ocean. I'm a little bit old. I'm surfing less, but I'm still in the water and I'm still filming. I love to film. I think my personality in surfing is like, what about we enjoy being a surfer?
With all the gnarly tubes and barrels and blind spots, I imagine, how do surfers avoid each other on the water?
That's a good question. After the Olympics, surfing became so popular. In these days, it's really hard to find empty waves. And if you don't find empty waves, we have to avoid each other in the lineup, you know. So many people with different skills sharing the same lineup. So when you have like mellow waves, this is not a problem, but sometimes we'll have, like here, we'll have like Kandui. It's one of the steeper waves all around the world. It's really fast and really dangerous, and we have the rift. So sometimes we'll have different levels of surfing, trying to surf the same wave, or even some people are only in the channel sitting down, just enjoying the other surfers surfing the waves. But it's really more common to have accidents and someone that doesn't have the skills to deal with the situation, or sometimes you have people that never traveled before, because more you travel, more mellow person you're going to be, a mellow surfer you're going to be, because you have more experience, so you have the wisdom to enjoy every kind of moment, even if you have few people or a lot of people in the water. So avoid how the surfer avoid the other surfer. It's kind of a tricky question, but I think in the end, everyone will be happy to be in the same spot, enjoying the same thing.
Please tell everybody about Mentawais, why this is got some of the most perfect waves in the world.
Indonesia is already famous for the epic waves around there. The first reason that this happens is because all the swell that we got here is from the South Africa, the big storms during the winter. These storms generate so much swell, and this swell takes so long miles to arrive in Indonesia. So it clean up the swell. And when the swell arrive here, you have period from 19 to 26 seconds. So it's a huge period. So the interval between one wave and the other. So makes the waves really good. And the second reason is because we are in a tropical paradise. We have small islands here. From my resort to the major waves here is around 15 to 20 minutes by boat. And we have 24 incredible waves. And I'm not counting the circuits. There are some circuits around. So Indonesia is already a great place. Bali is a little bit crowded right now. We have Giland, you have Lombok, you have many other places, but they have the trade winds. The season is really defined by the trade winds between May and September, and the rainy season between November and April. But here in the Mentawais, we don't have that. We have sometimes some months with more rain, but we have waves all year long, and we don't have too much mountains or hills, so the wind spin around so much. So combined with the so nice reef breaks we have around the island, make this place incredible. So I'm really lucky to live here. Already been here for 10 years. I have my family with me, two small kids, 6 and 4 years old girls, both already start surfing as well. And my beautiful wife, she used to, she's a photographer. So we live in our dream here. And I suggest you guys, if you have the level, because here is not a place for beginners, but when you already know how to duck dive and how to make the wall of the wave, at least once in your lifetime, you must come over here.
Alex, something has changed at your end. I don't know what it is, but this film is gorgeous. What's changed? Do you have new camera equipment? Did you get sponsorship to make this super rad surf film? Something has changed because, wow, sir.
Actually, I started using a new camera. I don't have the budget to invest in the cameras that I would love to have, like the Komodo and the Red cameras, but I have the new G8.5 and now I have the G8.6 from Panasonic.
Yeah.
And I work with prime lens. And I have a big help from Ardi. He's an Indonesian guy that make a lot of footage as well. So we were able to make double angles. I'm using the drone as well, and the drone I use the Phantom 4 that has a much better lens and also doesn't have the shutter problem, because when you use like the old Phantom 3 and Mavic Pro, you have the problem with the shutter that's digital. So the shutter at the Phantom 4 is dynamic. So you have better quality. And also I did in this time the color correction by myself. To Brighter Apprentice, I hire another person. So I think I could put a little bit more of what I want in each take. And we also have the amazing action. We have Pedro enjoying the best swells in the ear. I think that's the three reasons that we have a better quality image in this documentary, in this short.
Now, Pedro is what's known as a free surfer. Can you tell us a little bit about his background?
Yeah, actually, I have a great relationship with Rui, who organized the Perfect Chopper. It's a really special contest that happens every year in Portugal. I already been there 3 times, and this year I also did the drone footage for the contest. And the Hidden Bay Resort, my resort, we sponsor the new generation. We power the new generation. Every year, the new generation champion win a trip to the Mentawais and spend 10 days with us. I met Rui, and Rui introduced me Pedro, who is one of the surfers that get involved with the Capítulo Perfeito. Actually, this year, he became in 2nd place, and he is an amazing surfer. He's so good, especially with barrels. He can do some air, some maneuvers, but he's a great barrel rider. He's amazing. And also, he's a really nice person. So I met him over there, and we spent time together, and then Rui brought him here. He said, hey, I'm going to your place. Can I take Pedro with me? I said, yeah, come over. And then here we meet each other, start a nice relationship, a nice friendship. He was a professional surfer that used to go to contests, but after some time he figured out he's not so up for the competition, so he started doing free surfing, and he traveled a lot. He'd been in Namibia, I think a week ago, and he got amazing barrels and was everywhere, Surfline, Magic Seaweed, The Inertia, Stab Magazine, showing his footage. So it was amazing to have him here. And the funniest part is supposed to be 10 days, and then at the time he's supposed to leave, another swell arrived, another cell arrived. He got an injury in the middle of the film in bankboats, the heaviest wave here around. And he left to Bali, and he was thinking to go back to Portugal. But after 3 days, I saw the forecast and we'll have the biggest swell of the year arriving in 3 days. So I invited him to come back, and we got No Can Do It with huge waves. Even Kelly Slater was there, and it was really amazing.
What have you learned about yourself through the making of Bagus Lagi?
We were talking about the pandemic time. And during the pandemic, I passed by, like everyone, for really tough moments, especially about money. But on the other hand, I suffered by myself many times. Doing this movie, it reminds me that the timing of the pandemic, I learned that we can adapt ourselves for any situation. And what we must do is don't panic. Don't panic because everything passes. The good moments pass, the bad moments pass. The good days pass, the bad days pass, but we will survive, and we must try to keep a balance. The Indian people used to say that life is like a wheel. So when you're up, don't be too up nose because you're going down later. And when you're down, don't be so scared because you're going up later on as well. I think it reminds me and teach me, even the pandemic and the film, to just relax in every moment. Try to find the balance. Don't be so in ecstasy when you're up, and don't be so paranoid or sad when you're down.